I know you also wrote an article about this. So Winfrey and also kicker Cade York. How do you figure that they made the draft for the Browns?
Well, what I mean by that is the fact that those two guys were the extra fourth round picks that came in the trade down from number 44 with the Texans to number 68, where they, of course, took Martin Emerson. They picked up two extra fourth round picks, and those are the two guys that they got out of it. So what we will do when we look ahead to this draft in years down the road, we'll look at those three players, Martin and then Perrion and Cade York, the kicker out of LSU, and compare them to some of the players that the Browns passed on at number 44. Those players include Sky Moore, George Pickens, Alec Pierce, the wide receiver out of Cincinnati, and some others. So they really got three players for the price of one.
You mentioned York. It's a guy with a big leg that is accurate from long distance. How much of a need do you think that kind of alleviates? And were you surprised they took him in the fourth round? I know the Bengals took their kicker last year, McPherson, in the fifth. Were you surprised the Browns got him in the fourth?
Well, it does seem a little bit high for some people's taste, not for my own. The way that I look at it is that you have to go and get who you want, where you want that player. It doesn't matter if you try to take him in the fifth round because you think that's where he fits, and then you don't get him. So if you see and identify a player that you want, you have to get him where you think you actually can get him. I mean, people laugh at the Patriots for taking Cole Strange in the first round, but that's where they wanted that player. And if someone had traded up to get him ahead of them while they waited for a better fit of a pick, then they miss out on the player. That's what would have happened with the Browns, perhaps, if they had waited on Cade York. So I don't have a problem with it. I actually was crazy enough to suggest that I would have taken him at number 99 overall. And I know that's probably insane, but this was not that far off. This was only 25 picks later than that.
Yeah, and that's absolutely right. If you identify a player you like and you think he can help you, you go and you take him, because if you wait, he probably isn't going to be there.